Virgo, I was picking up some difficult energy for you, some difficult messages coming through. But then I was shuffling the oracle cards, and the card that came out reminded me why we're here. And the card that came out is Magick. And Spirit's asking you to reconnect with your inner magic. Especially because you seem to be going through something. A wave of difficult or dense energy. You could be feeling like you're out of control or something is not going smoothly for you. I also got that you're craving a lot of depth and understanding at this time, but you feel misunderstood or you don't understand the people around you. Feels like everything is fluff, cotton candy, fuzzy, nothing solid, substantial. You can't get down to the core of something. You're craving for more in your connections with others, but also just out in the world. You're looking for meaning, real meaning. That kind of soul-affirming meaning. And Spirit is reminding you that that meaning that you're seeking, that connection that your soul is craving, is something that you have access to. Okay, so I also got that you could be searching for something, searching for an answer, searching for information, searching for a connection, searching for a purpose. It's this hermit kind of wandering energy, but it feels a little bit more frenetic almost. But it looks like in the vision that I'm getting that you're trying to hide some kind of feeling of desperation or disappointment. On the surface, you're chill, you're trying to keep your stuff together. But underneath it, there's a little bit of worry and concern. And I got the question, when was the last time you had a big emotional release? Like a breakdown or a fit? Maybe you need to throw a little bit of a tantrum with yourself. It feels like your needs aren't being met and you're trying to stay cool as a cucumber about it, but it's getting to a boiling point. Okay, and Virgo, when you lose your temper, well, you know what it's like. And your anger or your sadness or your disappointment doesn't just come like out of nowhere and then leave just as quick. It simmers for a long time and then it expands. It's like that energy that you've been holding in just fills up the room with tension and it stays for a long time until you work something out or until something shifts in the energy. So I feel like Spirit's getting you to either look at that because it's happening now or to try to kind of circumvent some of that intensity that you might be feeling at this time by dipping more into your magic. And I'm going to talk more about your magic in a second. We're going to get cards out. But it could be that you need a little bit of an emotional release, okay? Not snapping on someone else, right? Of course, you know that, but getting it out, allowing yourself to get it out. Or maybe you need to allow yourself to express some disappointment, some anger, or some upset in some kind of relationship, or it could even be in a professional situation, or there's something's going on legally, medically, I don't know, but you need to advocate for your needs more and get that, that this is not right energy. Get that going, get that stirring, okay, rather than just trying to smooth it all over because it's not going smoothly. Okay, so when this card came out, what I heard is magic does not happen to you, it happens through you. And I feel like you've had you've had a lot of magical encounters in your life, a lot of synchronicities, a lot of cool things have happened that you can't explain. But I got the sense that the way that you perceive these occurrences is kind of like this outside force that is like you're coming into contact with, or something miraculous that just happened to you out of nowhere, like this just happened to me today. But Spirit wants to remind you that you are actually creating those experiences yourself. And when you remember that, you can know and do, but know that you can create those experiences anytime you want. You can do them all the time. You can do magic all the time, is basically what Spirit's saying. Now, I feel like this misunderstanding or feeling misunderstood is a little bit of a cloak for you right now, Okay, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I wouldn't waste your time trying to get someone to understand you. Yes, you need to express some grievance that you have, but it's more of like you need to open your throat chakra for yourself and not repress or suppress anything. It's not so much about making sure somebody else gets it, because I have this sensation that they're not going to get something. Okay? And that is a protective kind of mechanism right now, because it gets you to refocus your energy towards some magic. Now, there's also an invitation from Spirit to be more playful with something. Okay? Tap into a playful quality. Get things out that you, I'm seeing, the Virgo thing, get things out that you enjoy. Books, tarot cards, I don't know, whatever it is that you have and that you're into and that you enjoy, whatever it is, get it out, look at it all, maybe organize it. I don't know what your Virgos do. Do something that gives you joy and that creates a little bit of play for you. Okay. It doesn't have to be, it could be kind of mindless in a sense. It's more of like getting your body and the energy in your body moving and flowing in a way that feels comfortable and familiar to you so that your mind can start to ease around something. Okay. So let's get the rest of the cards out and see what else is going on for you, Virgo. Now, I did sit with your energy a few days ago, and it turned into a collective reading. So you may want to watch the last collective reading. I'll link it in the little box that comes up on the screen at the end, because it stemmed from your energy, which means that you are a great source of inspiration and knowledge. Some of it, though, people might be using your energy as a catalyst to work on their own stuff, meaning like they're not really reciprocal with what they're taking from you. There could be some energy vampires around you, or some conflict that you have with someone. They're using it as like their source of energy, and it may just not feel gratifying to you. Okay? Someone could also be trying to figure you out. What's your tell? When are you hiding something? When are you not? They're not really able to tell. Okay, and they're looking for a micro facial movement that hints towards some kind of hidden knowledge. I don't know. They're analyzing you. Someone's analyzing you, okay? And everything you say and how you're speaking and how you look, maybe it's you with yourself. I don't know, but it seems I'm hearing observation mode is on with this person. Okay. So let's you could feel like you're under a little bit of a microscope. But it's interesting because Spirit's telling you you're cloaked, though. Yeah, I feel like that's part of the frustration. It's like you feel like you're under a microscope, but nobody really understands you. Someone might not be able to get close enough to you in order to understand you. Maybe you've put up some boundary, or you've been emotionally distant. Okay, so take what resonates and I'll leave the rest, as they say, right? Okay, let's see, Virgo. The energy inside of you that is supporting you. I'm going to pull out another one because I wasn't quite ready yet, but I'll tell you what it is. We have Night, Mischief, and Bond. What are you up to at night? Getting up to something at night? What are you thinking about at night? There's something going on in the quiet hours of the evening where you are doing something or thinking about something, trying to figure something out. Okay. Let's see. Let's just get one, Spirit. If that comes through again, we'll talk about it more. The energy inside of Virgo that is supporting them right now and supporting their magic and their ability to tap in and tune in. Protection. Beautiful. That's that cloaking energy I'm feeling for you. You are very good at protecting your energy. Okay, hold on. Tell me the energy inside of Virgo that is challenging them, their own energy, their own shadow, something, or like their expanded ego self, whatever it is inside of Virgo that is challenging them and their ability to tap into their magic on a higher level. It's not that you can't already, but there's more. But wait, there's more. Caching. There's that searching, right? You're searching. What did I write down here? Searching, trying to make the best of it, trying to stay in control. And then I had in brackets, I had emotional with a question mark. So you're trying to keep your emotions under control, but you're searching. Maybe you're searching for an outlet for your emotions and you don't even realize it. What are you getting up to at night? You're doing something and it's linked to this need to release an emotion. Or maybe you're doing some kind of coping thing at night to not sit with an emotion. Okay, let's look further in. I want a card now, Spirit. I am going to get tarot out. You're trying to figure out who you are. I just feel guided to write that down. I am. Or the letters A, M could mean something. Maybe even I. The month of May, the number 9. I'm hearing like La, something La, and then Cecilia or Cecile or something like that. You're trying to figure out who you are. I mean, we all are, really. Okay. Let's see, outside of yourself, the energies outside of yourself that are giving you support right now. Outside energies. Dominance. Oh, you have the upper hand with something. Do you realize that? There could also be an energy around you that is trying to dominate you. Or you feel like something has dominated your life, dominated your time and energy, but it's supporting you. And I'm seeing like these cards are blending into each other. Look at this. See that? It's like the part of you that feels dominated is being encouraged to protect itself so that you can spread your wings. So there's some kind of dominating force, but it's actually serving you because it's getting you to reaffirm that level of protection you have around yourself or maybe something you care about. Let's see. The outside energy that's challenging you, communication. That's that lack of depth and clarity. You want deeper communication, clear communication, but deeper communication. You could also be waiting to hear from someone or trying to find, if it's not that, it's like maybe you're trying to find some old communication, an email or a letter, or you're trying to go back in your mind and figure out how something happened, caching with communication. It's a very interesting spread already. The cards are very strong. Release, an emotional release, right? That's key to your energy. It will help boost your magic. Have a good cry, have a good hysterical laugh, and don't let anyone see it. Do something kind of out there. Okay, tell me more about the magic, Spirit. Transformation. A transformation in your magic and how you experience it. Right. Magic is not happening to you. It's happening through you. Seeing these shapes on here. It kind of looks like a jellyfish. I'm seeing like a barn. There could be something about a reservation. I'm just seeing that. Transformation. Okay, let's get into the tarot, Spirit. Tell me what is going on here. Should I use these? I don't know. I have 2 decks out here. I couldn't decide. Let's see. Oh, this kind of looks like a barn door, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to use this deck and then I'll use the other to clarify. Some of you asked for me to tell you the decks I'm using, and I never remember afterwards what I used. So I'll tell you now. It's the Crow Oracle. I think, is it just called? Urban Crow Oracle. The Green Witch Tarot. Shamanic Healing Oracle cards. And the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Okay, and then also maybe the Runic Tarot. So this is like maybe you're cataloging something, okay, or you're sharing some information or what you've been searching for. You want to know what something is or where it comes from, where you can find out more information. That caching, someone's going to communicate that with you and they haven't before, or that communication hasn't come easily before. I'll do 3 more shuffles, Spirit. For Virgo. Wherever Virgo is in your chart, some of you, I'm feeling strong Virgo moon placements here. Maybe this is the first time you've watched your moon sign. Okay, let's see. I said 3, but then I only did 2, right? Oh, I just heard the buck stops here. I don't know what that's about. All right, Virgo, what's going on? Very interesting. 6 of Wands at the bottom. This is that feeling of not being understood. It's like, you know, you are very victorious with something. You've accomplished a lot. I think you know that. We have the Ace of Swords here. Your mind is sharp. You come up with new ideas and solutions. You're really good at communication when you want to be. Ace of Pentacles. And maybe you've given someone a lot of chances, or you've given a lot to others to help them clear their mind and to understand things properly and clearly. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's an effort here to work with others. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, you have a lot to give when it comes to that, to your mind, to your intellect, to communication in general. And sometimes you wake people up with what you say. Not all the time. Some still sleep, but a lot of the times you jar people, okay? And I think ultimately it's for their benefit. However, that said, you don't really get the recognition. I mean, you do get some, but maybe not enough to feel really fully seen. It's as if the people show up to see what you've done and to celebrate you or to acknowledge you or to look at you, to observe you, but they don't show their emotions. They're emotionless. Like you don't know how they feel. You don't know how they're receiving you. They're not clapping. A few are kind of smiling, but not really. It's like they're told to look serious. All of a sudden I just felt like I was yelling too. That's interesting. It's almost like you want to wake up. What do you want? What do you feel? You know, hello. It's that kind of energy. But they're there watching you. That's for sure. Okay, your overall energy is the 3 of Swords. And this picture is so beautiful for the 3 of Swords. Look at that. I love this. You know, it's taking care of yourself during a difficult time. And that's exactly what you're doing, right? Feeling not in control, but like kind of covering it up, not letting other people know what's going on. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. I got this, and I have no idea what this means, but I got force overseeing what gets done. You could feel like maybe there is a lot going on with the astrology, but like it feels like there's a force outside of yourself, the dominance, that is having a heavy impact on your life. I'm not sure, but it came up here with the Three of Swords. This is you needing some time alone, but also not afraid to keep going out into the world and taking care of yourself. Okay, I feel like the swan here looking at you, I feel like others are aware that you're going through it. Now, they may not be extending any care or relief, or maybe they are. I'm not sure, but they're aware is the message. Even if you are trying to cover it up. So hold on, before I go further, because there's some contradicting messages I feel. So tell me okay, you're being cloaked, but you're seen. So what is being cloaked? The Green Man, the Fool. The Green Man is also a card of protection. I mean, the symbol of the Green Man. The Fool. So a new awakening, a new becoming, your transformation, you're stepping into your magic in a new way. You're traveling lighter in a sense. You've dropped some heavy weight. So this rebirth that is available to you is what is being cloaked. So nobody interferes with what happens next for you. You get to decide. Okay, and what is being seen? Eight of Wands. This is that searching energy. Look at this card. You have a lot of things at your disposal, a lot of tools. You're very abundant in that way. If one thing doesn't work, you can go another direction or do it another way. You know, it's like you have different things available to you. You're resourceful is what I'm trying to say. And that's what's seen, is you're resourceful. And there's something about communication going on that other people are aware of. Your communication, or you're trying to find a way to communicate properly, or you're communicating a lot. Something's going on there. Okay, so that clears that. So tell me more about the Three of Swords. We'll clarify with this deck. What's going on over here with the Three of Swords for Virgo? Why are they in this energy? What has happened? What has happened? Two of Wands. Yeah, who am I? I'm at a crossroads here. What is life doing? Where am I going? What's happening now? Something has happened, or maybe it's going to happen, I'm not sure, that puts you at a little bit of a fork in the road. You have to evaluate something for yourself. Which direction do you take? And in order to really make this decision from a sound place, a place that's in alignment with your higher self, you do need to go in. See how he's inside of the house here, laying out the scroll, looking at the options, looking at the two different paths, and choosing based on what he sees, what he knows. But in order to do this, you know, picking a path with knowledge and trusting your intuition, you need to go in. You can't do this outside around everybody else. This is your new path, your fool's journey that you're about to go on, a new fool's journey, right? You're at the beginning of a new journey. And that's cloaked from others. Others don't get to have a say in which path you pick. Something about the letter P, or there's a little bit of a tongue twister here. Careful how much you share about this. This is your decision and yours alone to make. Okay. Truly. I mean, you can take other people's advice or needs into consideration, but ultimately you need to choose for yourself. You need to protect yourself and think about what is going to get you more in touch with your magic. Which path? Okay. Some of you don't know what I'm talking about with a new path. Let's see. The Empress, the Earth Mother. Well, it's a path in which you are creating. You're creating more material abundance for yourself in some way. Okay, this could be in any form. This could, there's something beautiful happening here. There's something about your health as well. 4 of Wands. Some of you are going to find new community or redecorate, redesign your house in some sense. Okay, this is important for you. 5 of Wands for what you don't see coming. Oh, I see this pentacle drawn in this book, and right away I heard the pentagram wasn't drawn correctly, or the pentacle wasn't drawn correctly. It does look like it's inverted there, which is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but that's what I heard. So somebody here is trying to do some magic, as you can see in this picture, but they didn't do something correctly. They're following the wrong instructions. 5 of Wands, it's creating conflict. Now, this could be talking about you and you trying to access your own magic, but doing it through a way that isn't guided or that is ego-based or something like that. The pentacle wasn't drawn the right way, and you need to retrace your steps, go back and start from your higher self. Okay, could be that. Or 5 of Wands is often talking about other people, not just inner conflict. There's others around you that are doing something kind of strange, creating conflict in your life, but they're doing it the wrong way, or they're misguided in a way. They're trying to get something to happen, but it's like they don't know what they're doing. Okay, so let's find out the 5 of Wands, what you don't see coming. The Fool. Oh, that's interesting. That's why you're meant to hide the Fool. That's why your Fool card, your Fool energy of a new beginning is being cloaked, because these people over here are trying to create that energy for themselves, but can't figure it out. And you're not really meant to go show them how it's done, actually. You're meant to protect that knowledge that you have. So you could have healed something or figured something out for yourself, and there's someone around you who is trying to do the same, but you can't help them. This is... Don't see coming. Now, another thing I'm seeing here is that your new journey with the Fool card begins from a source of conflict. Well, often that's the case. But it feels like whatever somebody was trying to do, it doesn't quite work out for them, but it creates a new path for you. Can I get a little bit more information on what that is? 7 of Swords. Yeah, what is someone doing here? Somebody's doing, I'm seeing a skunk in this card. That may be significant for some of you. Somebody coming to your house here, maybe literally, it could be just figuratively. I'm going by the picture. Someone coming to your house, offering you gifts or offering you sustenance or something, but something doesn't smell right about this, and spirit lets you know. Now, literally, maybe there's something about someone's smell. It's like their pheromones are telling you, or I forget what it's called, but I used to get this a while ago. I haven't gotten it in a long time. It's where you can smell certain energy. I don't know. It's weird. It's like all of a sudden you smell like smoke or something like that, and it's like there's nothing there, or sometimes this is something good, like amber and oranges I'm getting. I don't know, maybe whatever it is, you smell it first, literally or figuratively. Now you are in this house trying to pick your path, your new beginning, and here comes somebody distracting you, bothering you, offering you a path that they think is better for you. But 7 of Swords, 5 of Wands, this is not your path. Okay, so there could be an offer coming through that isn't really upfront and honest. Okay, or somebody could be I'm healing. I'm hearing. I said healing. I'm healing. You're healing. I'm hearing somebody has their tail between their legs, okay? And they might come back around. But it's the Seven of Swords energy. It can't be trusted. It's just, they don't know really what they're doing, I feel. Okay, so your opportunity is the Knight of Pentacles. I saw 3013 on the timer there. Knight of Pentacles, steady, strategic, forward, momentum. You're not tiring this horse out. You've got everything you need. You know what direction you're going on or in. Maybe you're going on some kind of journey, but you've chosen a path. The opportunity is to start moving down it. Protection too, Knight of Pentacles and protection, protecting what you have, protecting your vision, protecting your dream. Okay, that's your opportunity. It's quite clear to me. You don't need to rush, okay? You don't. Three of Swords. You're going to be taking some of the difficult energy that you've been working with. Some of you have been observing this difficult energy, but you're going to take the lessons from that energy with you. Okay, and it's going to help you discern what to move towards and what to stay away from on your path. Okay, those lessons are going to be valuable. There could be 3 important people coming up in your life or currently in your life. I also feel like you are moving towards some time frame, some journey, some place, some opportunity. I'm not sure what it is, but there's new energy here. You're moving towards it, and it's going to help you transmute and transform this 3 of Swords feeling that you've been carrying. Something is almost feeling relentless here. Pain. Some of you might be literally having back or neck pain. You are staying determined to relieve this. Okay? And I feel like this is going to be so possible, I'm hearing, because of the expression on your face here. I mean, you haven't given up hope in yourself and in your path, okay? You really haven't. No matter what you say to yourself, you haven't. Okay, so some of you are going to understand that somebody doesn't understand you because they don't know what you've been through, or they don't see the depths of the pain that you still carry. Your challenge is the Devil card, number 15, and in this card, on this card, it says nature. And there is a man showing a bear a trap. Very interesting rendition of the Devil card. Focus is part of your challenge. You could get swept up in other people's drama or other people's issues and miss some kind of danger, okay? Spirit's trying to show you exactly something that's on your path that you should avoid. I get that sensation that there's someone, something on your path that you need to avoid. What is this? Protection with the bear. Dominance, right. Look, somebody's trying to dominate your protective energy by setting this trap for you. 7 of Swords. And Spirit's trying to show you that. How is Spirit trying to show Virgo that? 10 of Swords. Ooh. Well, something's really in your face, Virgo. It's like you really can't ignore this. There's a painful ending. There's betrayal. Something has ended quite severely. And the ending of this It's not something that you should ignore or brush off. There's a big lesson in it for you. I don't know when this happened. It could have been a while ago. I'm seeing this kind of graveyard scene. Could have been a while ago. But there's a very important lesson here that you need to remember. And I said that too. You're carrying your lessons with you. Because if you forget this painful ending and what caused it and what led up to it and all of that stuff, then it's almost likely that you're going to walk into another trap. Now, you're Virgo, so I don't think you're going to forget. Okay, you're pretty meticulous with your mind. But this difficult situation that happened was a real mind F, if you don't mind me saying. There's also something here that you don't want to make worse than it already is. I don't know what that is for everyone. Can I get one more and then we'll move forward? What else does the Devil card want to say for the obstacle? Hold on. What else does the Devil card say for Virgo? I'm seeing a porcupine here. Two of Swords. Decisions. Needing to make a decision. And in this card, did that just move? In this card, maybe you need to readjust your perspective on something. But there's a guy offering another guy a knife, and he's got a scythe, and he's like, well, do you want to trade your scythe for this knife? But that wouldn't really be helpful when it comes to cutting down all this wheat and collecting your abundance. So there's a decision you need to make, and there's something that would not help you. Okay, and you really need to see that and understand that. And again, this is a trap. Here, take the knife, Virgo. It's what everybody has. You know, it's the newest tool. It's the best thing, or it will help you do something quickly, or you can use it in multiple ways. It's more agile. You can conceal it, yada, yada, yada. But it's not the right tool for the job. So there's something you shouldn't trade. Something you shouldn't give up. Okay? Your advice is number 20, harvest, which is judgment. Right, because if you keep your scythe, then you get your harvest. And there's a lot of abundance here. Your house has changed in this picture. The sun has come out. We're no longer in this foggy mess over here. There's people around you helping you. There's magic here. There's these little gnomes. Okay? An awakening. An awakening to what, though? Judgment. I'm seeing here, death, interesting. I'm seeing here this person who comes to you with these 7 swords and the 5 of wands. See how they kind of look the same? They're immature, okay? They don't really have a whole lot of experience. They're conniving a little bit, sneaky, you know? And there could be a push to trust this person, or other people find this person trustworthy, but it's actually the person that other people are kind of like want to stay away from, or that is a little bit mysterious. That is the one that shows you the transformation that you need. Like they're the actual one that you need to let in some way. You see how in the Devil card and in the Judgment card, this person looks the same. They're much more mature, okay? And they're helping you. They're showing you things. They're getting things for you. And it's clarified by the Death card, which is transformation. So there could be 2 people in your situation, and one is much more a better transformative relationship for you. And if it's not people, then this could be an aspect of yourself that's more grown up. Okay? But your advice is to really remind yourself and tell yourself, it's time. It's time for a transformation in my life. Okay, so the outcome, and I'm also going to do an extended reading. In the extended, we're going to go a layer deeper, and we're going to see where else we go, what's underneath this. I do want to look into the Seven of Swords a little bit more and see what the heck is going on there. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. If you're not interested, or you can't go to that, or you don't like the idea of an extended, then know that Spirit already knew what you were going to do and gave you all the information that you personally needed right here. Okay, so no pressure. All right. The Page of Swords for the outcome. And I love this. It's like you realize I didn't need that person's knife back there. I'm so glad I didn't trade my scythe because I just discovered I have my own knife, or I can transmute and transform my scythe into a knife whenever I want, into a sword whenever I want, into any tool whenever I want, and transform it back again. Okay, so this is you discovering your own magic, and I love it because these two look quite similar. You got this beautiful owl watching over you, protecting you in the night, in the dark. What are you doing at night? That's how we started, right? Well, whatever you're doing at night, you should also consider looking more into your magic. Okay, and working on transmuting some energies there because you're protected and guarded at night. Truly. This is beautiful. See, whoever was trying to do magic over here didn't have the right instructions. You know, maybe they were tricked themselves into something, but you have everything here. All right, Virgo, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.